Welcome to the NetEase 2024 second quarter earnings conference call. Today's conference is being recorded. At this time, I would like to turn the conference over to Brandy Piacente. Please go ahead.
Thank you, operator. Please note that today's discussion will contain forward-looking statements relating to the future performance of the company and are intended to qualify for the safe harbor from liability as established by the U.S. Private Securities Litigation Reform Act. Such statements are not guarantees of future performance and are subject to certain risks and uncertainties, assumptions, and other factors. Some of these risks are beyond the company's control and could cause actual results to differ materially from those mentioned in today's press release and this discussion. A general discussion of the risk factors that could affect NetEase's business and financial results is included in certain filings of the company with the Securities and Exchange Commission, including its annual report on Form 20-F, and in announcements and filings on the website of the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. The company does not undertake any obligation to update this forward-looking information except as required by law. During today's call, management will also discuss certain non-GAAP financial measures for comparison purposes only. For a definition of non-GAAP financial measures and a reconciliation of GAAP to non-GAAP financial results, please see the 2024 second quarter earnings news release issued earlier today. As a reminder, this conference is being recorded. In addition, an investor presentation and a webcast replay of this conference call will be available on the NetEase corporate website at ir.netease.com. Joining us today on the call from NetEase's senior management are Mr. William Ding, Chief Executive Officer, and Mr. Bill Peng, the Vice President of Corporate Development. I will now turn the call over to Bill, who will read the prepared remarks on William's behalf.
Thank you, Brandy, and thank you everyone for participating in today's call. Before we begin, I would like to remind everyone that all percentages we talk about here are based on RMB. Established games, exceptional content, innovation, and robust community ecosystems are central to our ongoing growth as we expand our reach domestically and abroad. In the second quarter, we pushed each of these drivers, growing our total revenue to RMB 25.5 billion. With our drive for innovation and leading R&D capabilities, we launched more hit titles in the second quarter, enhancing our appeal to broader audience across diverse game genres. At the same time, we are extending our brand and international reach, unlocking more avenues for growth. Now looking at some of our games' performance in more detail. Once Human, 七日世界, a multiplayer open-world survival game set in the post-apocalyptic world, attained over 230,000 peak concurrent users on Steam shortly after its launch, and ranked among the top 5 most played games in the world on Steam in July. The innovative creature design blends supernatural transformations with everyday items, such as the highly popular boss monster, providing players with an incredibly fresh and bizarrely fun experiences. As a high-quality survival game, it combines multiple layers of objectives to pursue, including exciting open-world exploration, monster fights, and house crafting. Shortly after an update in August, Once Human ranked number 1 on Steam's top seller chart in 12 countries and regions, amassing over 10 million worldwide downloads. We also launched our highly anticipated Battle Royale title, Naraka Bladepoint Mobile, in late July, featuring a fast-paced and dynamically focused combat experience. Powered by NetEase Fuxi leading technologies, Naraka Bladepoint Mobile introduced a co-pilot AI system, which enabled players to team up with AI allies on instant vocal interactions and immersive battle experiences. Videos featuring co-pilot teammates has been really popular and have spread widely across social media. Upon its release, the game immediately climbed to the number 3 position on the iOS grossing chart and maintained on number 1 position on the iOS free download chart for over a week. The new mobile version boosted overall franchise excitement, pushing PC and console DAUs to new highs and setting a record of 380,000 concurrent users on Steam during the game's 3rd anniversary. While we bring players new hit titles with exciting experiences in the diversified genres, content enhancement and innovative gameplay continue to infuse vitality into our flagship portfolio. Our Fantasy Westward Journey and Westward Journey Online franchises are testament to the longevity and popularity of our legacy titles. In the second quarter, we launched a brand new expansion pack for Fantasy Westward Journey Mobile, adding new content and fresh gameplay that, once again, drove a record high quarterly revenue. Westward Journey Online Mobile also attracted both longtime fans and new players by reintroducing classic gameplays that was widely praised on the PC version in early days. We also brought innovation to Infinite Borders, 率土之滨, our flagship Three Kingdoms themed SLG title. In April, we launched a new update that infused the concept of 4 seasons to influence players' activity with unique enhancements or challenges. For example, spring is ideal for planting, summer focuses on training troops, autumn leverages harvest for strategic deployment, and winter is best for recovery or surprise attacks. By introducing seasonality into strategic planning, players can experience realistic Asian battles and develop more comprehensive tactics. Along with rich reward offered during the summer campaign in May, Infinite Borders DAU hit a 3-year high in the second quarter. Identity V, 第五人格, continue to propel collaborations with renowned IP around the world, winning immense popularity. In July, it hit the number 4 position on China's iOS top grossing chart, and in August, it ranked number 2 on the iOS top grossing chart in Japan and number 3 in China. The momentum resulted in record high DAUs in August and record revenue in the second quarter, surpassing last quarter's high. Turning to Eggy Party, 蛋仔派对, the hit game continues to deliver heartwarming experiences to our large player community. In June, we hosted a ball-themed second anniversary event, presenting players with various stages to perform dances, fly, or play rhythm games in the festive atmosphere. Beyond gaming, Eggy Party is pioneering the development of the UGC ecosystem. Our self-developed editor continuously introduces new features, like new skills and creature skins. We're also expanding the scope and impact of the UGC system by partnering with leading Chinese universities to offer coding courses and college competitions based on our UGC editor. Justice Mobile also achieved exciting success with rich updates that we launched for its first anniversary in late June, featuring brand new content, fresh categories, skins, and gameplays across PvE, PvP, and PvX areas. Catering to the demands of different types of players, Justice Mobile attracted enthusiastic new players and brought existing players back, driving it to the number 3 position on the iOS top grossing chart in June. With our innovative seasonal update mechanism, Justice Mobile advanced the MMO genre, attracting a large user base and showcasing its robust potential to become an evergreen game. With a concentration on innovation, we are growing our presence across different genres and platforms worldwide with a strong game pipeline. In June, we completed the new round testing for Where Wings Meet, 燕云16声, an open-world action-adventure RPG title, and received great feedback from a large group of players. During the testing period, the number of reservations increased significantly. We currently plan to launch the game on PC and mobile this year, and our first phase of cross-platform testing will start on August 28th. Marvel Rivals, 漫威争锋, the 6 vs 6 superhero team-based PvP shooter, announced its console plan during Sony's State of Play in May and showcased a new cinematic trailer at Marvel Games panel at San Diego Game Comic-Con in late July. The panel revealed exclusive behind-the-scenes creation stories, along with beloved character Jeff and Thor joining the closed beta test. Widely praised during the testing on both PC and consoles, Marvel Rivals proceeded to have a stunning showcase at Gamescom in Cologne this week, where it is accessible at both Microsoft Xbox and NetEase Games booths, and announced its release date for December the 6th. In June, we announced Fragpunk, a fast-paced 5 versus 5 hero shooter game at Xbox Game Showcase 2024. Featuring innovative card mechanics and unique carnival punk style, the game has already gained meaningful attention overseas. Its first closed beta test in North America on Steam ended in early July, cumulatively attracting over 2,000 influencers to stream and trial the game. With extensive acclaim, it became the third most trending game on Steam. Fragpunk is scheduled to be released in 2025. To further enhance our strong portfolio, build on our robust foundational R&D expertise, we also look forward to delivering more diverse content and games to players worldwide through global partnerships. Since World of Warcraft returned in June, player response has been overwhelming. People were immensely excited to return to Azeroth, praising the enduring charm of the game's classic scenes and quests, and re-establishing their ties within the local community. We look forward to the August 27th launch of World of Warcraft: The World Within, with the simultaneous release of this upcoming version in China and all other regions worldwide. On top of this, Hearthstone announced its return on September 25th, and to celebrate, all cards from 2023 will be available for free, and more engaging China-only events can be expected. Recently, Dunk City Dynasty, 全明星街球派对, officially partnered with the NBA and secured an official NBA license in China. Legendary players like Dirk Nowitzki and Brad Miller joined the game in July, sparkling great excitement. And our first anniversary in August, beloved star players Tracy McGrady joined the game, further elevating players' enthusiasm. The game plans to introduce 30 NBA teams with unique basketball cultural items, such as jerseys and courts, bringing historic basketball moments to life. Basketball transcends borders and cultures, uniting fans worldwide. We look forward to delivering more collaborative content in the future and will continue to promote and celebrate basketball culture. Marvel Snap, 漫威终极逆转, developed by Second Leader and featuring a revolutionary game experience within the Marvel Universe, is slated for launch in Chinese market on August 29th. Combining innovative deck-building strategies and card battle tactics into each exciting game, the well-established title is highly accessible to beginners, yet quite challenging to masters. Following its close beta test in China in June, synergy with movie Deadpool and Wolverine in late July created another hype wave among local fans. With each of our games, we aim to bring innovative, lasting experiences to players that fuel our growth and invigorate players worldwide. By extending our reach across genres and platforms, more players are being introduced to the NetEase experience, both domestically and internationally. Going forward, we will continue to leverage our rich R&D capabilities, hit games in different genres, worldwide partnerships, and 2 decades of operating experience to advance our game portfolio and drive the next wave of gaming trends. Turning to Youdao. In the second quarter, Youdao continued to prioritize digital content services, online marketing services, and AI-driven subscription services. As a result, it achieved historic high operation cash flow and significantly narrowed its operation loss. Our digital content services achieved healthy revenue growth, fueled by our AI-powered products. The recent update to our intelligent learning platform, Youdao Lingshi, provides students with university admission consultation services, including recommendations on which college to apply to, application strategies, and personalized study plan tailored to each student's unique capabilities and personality. Coupled with our highly regarded personalized learning program, these services' renewal rates continued to reach new highs in the second quarter. The robust growth of our AI-driven subscription services reflect our steadfast commitment to investing in technology. The recent update of Hi Echo, our digital human language coaching app, featuring a children's character that engages with students on a range of topics and kids mini games, has generated great enthusiasm among young learners. As we continue to iterate our products and expand offerings, our AI-driven subscription services have experienced 6 consecutive quarters of rapid sales expansion, with approximately 200% year-over-year growth in the second quarter. Fueled by multiple drivers, online marketing services' strong growth momentum continued in the second quarter. While our real-time API services expanded our user base across more industries, our KOL-led advertising services continued to grow both in China and abroad. Notably, our overseas advertising services sales have accelerated with our enhanced international KOL database amid growing export demand. For smart devices, our dictionary pen maintained its leading market position and ranked number 1 in its sales category on major e-commerce platform in China for 5 years in a row. Recently, we launched Youdao Dictionary Pen X7, which featured Mr. capability, along with translation services powered by our large language model. This new product won broad recognition soon after release. Turning to NetEase Cloud Music. Cloud Music continued to propel quality development across its music-centric ecosystem, further cultivating its unique community and enhancing its music-centric monetization. To further nurture our content ecosystem, we continually expand our music offerings to meet diverse audience demand. During the second quarter, we advanced our cooperation with various music labels and steadily extended partnerships with popular musicians, singers, and groups. In particular, we amplified our offering in signature music genres by adding content from well-known rappers, rock bands, and J-pop artists. We also remain deeply committed to supporting independent artists and continue to enhance our comprehensive support for these artists throughout their journey in the music industry. To further invigorate our unique community with high-quality music experiences, we recently upgraded our app, introducing more personalized recommendation functionality, overall framework enhancements, and an improved content distribution strategy, while also optimizing features like daily recommendations and private DJ. Alongside improving the music listening experience, we strive to foster connections and resonance with our music-inspired community. To enhance the value of our iconic comment section, we implemented several upgrades to make this section more intriguing for users to explore across more scenarios. For example, we display selected hot comments on the vinyl players while users listen to music, and invite users to explore comments on a wide areas of music on our innovatively designed Moment Square section, all of which led to elevated user engagement. Turning to Yanxuan. During the second quarter, Yanxuan continued to launch new products and lead sales across various online categories. During the 618 festival, our pet food secured top 3 positions in several vertical category sales chart on major e-commerce platforms. House cleaning products were also top ranked on several platforms following the launch of new series featuring an Asian Chinese tale. These product successes highlights our strong R&D capabilities and commitment to innovation. At NetEase, innovation and forward momentum are at the heart of everything we do. Across our games, music, education, and lifestyle brand businesses, we are committed to creating rich ecosystem that bring users exceptional experiences and stakeholder increasing value as we continue to grow and expand our reach worldwide. That concludes William's comments. I will now provide a brief review of our 2024 second quarter financial results. Given the limited time on today's call, I'll be presenting some abbreviated financial highlights. We encourage you to read through our press release issued earlier today for further details. As a reminder, all amounts are in RMB unless otherwise stated. Total net revenue for the second quarter were RMB 25.5 billion, or $3.5 billion, representing a 6% increase year-over-year. Total net revenue from our games and related VAS were RMB 20.1 billion, up 7% year-over-year. The additional growth was primarily due to increased revenue contribution from mobile games such as Identity V and Justice Mobile. Net revenues from our mobile games accounting for approximately 76.4% of our total net revenue from online game operations. Youdao net revenue were RMB 1.3 billion, a year-over-year increase of 10%, primarily due to the increased revenue contribution from Youdao's online marketing services. NetEase Cloud Music net revenue were RMB 2 billion, a 5% increase compared to the same period last year, primarily due to the increased net revenue from membership subscriptions. Net revenue for innovative business and others were 2.1 billion, a slight increase compared with the same quarter of 2023, mainly due to increased revenue contribution from Yanxuan and some of our innovative businesses. Our total gross profit margin was 62.9% in the second quarter, compared with 59.9% for the same period in 2023. Looking at our second quarter margins in more detail. Gross profit margin was 70% for our games and related VAS, compared with 67.4% in the same period last year. The increase was primarily due to changes in product mix. Our gross profit margin for Youdao was 48.2%, compared with 47% of the same period last year. The increase was mainly due to improvement of gross profit margin from the online marketing services. Gross profit margin for cloud music reached 32.1% versus 27% in the same period last year. The margin improvement primarily resulted from increased net revenue from membership subscriptions and continued cost optimization measures. For our innovative business and others, gross profit margin was 34%, compared with 29.5% in the second quarter of 2023. The increase was primarily due to the changes in product mix within the segments. The total operating expense for the second quarter were RMB 9 billion, or 35.5% of our net revenue. Taking a closer look at our cost composition, our selling and marketing expenses as a percentage of total net revenue was 13.7%, which is relatively flat with the same period last year. Our R&D expenses as a percentage of total net revenue were 17.5% in the second quarter, compared with 16.3% for the same period last year. We remain committed to investing in content creation and product development that keep our product and content at the forefront of the industry. We believe that our investment in R&D will remain a key catalyst for future growth over a longer term. The effective tax rate was 16% for the second quarter. As a reminder, the effective tax rate is presented on an accrual basis, depending on applicable policies and our operations. Our non-GAAP net income attributable to shareholders for the second quarter totaled RMB 7.8 billion, or $1.1 billion. Non-GAAP basic earnings per ADS for second quarter were $1.67 or $0.33 per share. Additionally, our net cash totaled RMB 116.1 billion as of June 30th, 2024, compared with RMB 110.9 billion at the end of 2023. In accordance with our dividend policy, we are pleased to report that our board of directors has approved dividends of $8.7 per share, or 43.5 cents per ADS for the second quarter. Lastly, our current $5 billion share repurchase program, which started in mid-January last year. Under this program, we have repurchased approximately 12 million ADSs as of June 30th, 2024, for a total cost of approximately $1.1 billion. Thank you for your attention. We'd like now to open the call to your questions.
Thank you. If you wish to ask a question, please press star 1 on your telephone and wait for your name to be announced. If you wish to cancel your request, please press star 2. If you're on a speakerphone, please pick up the handset to ask your question. For the benefit of all participants on today's call, if you wish to ask your question to management in Chinese, please immediately repeat your question in English. Please limit your questions to 1 at a time. If you wish to have follow-up questions, please rejoin the queue. Your first question comes from Alicia Yap with Citigroup. Please go ahead.
Hello, thank you. 管理层晚上好，谢谢接受我的提问。我有个问题是关于永劫手游，就管理层对目前这个游戏的表现满意吗？然后能否就是详细分享一下，就是永劫手游用户的这个画像比如说有多少这个用户是未曾玩过这个永劫端游？然后有多少用户是完全是网易的新用户之前从来没玩过网易的游戏。然后还有接下来就是说永劫手游海外市场上线的这个时间如何安排我自己翻译一下。My question is related to Naraka Blade Mobile. Believe management should be satisfied with the performance so far since the launch. So can management share and elaborate the user breakdown and the profile? For example, the percentage of the user that have not played the PC version of the Naraka, and also percentage of the user are brand new gamers to NetEase game, meaning that it has never played other NetEase game in the past. And then follow up on that is that any comment on the timing of the overseas launch for Naraka in the different markets. Thank you.
就是作为移动平台上面一个全新的操作品类的游戏，我们目前对于永劫无间手游的流程是非常满意的。我们可以看到一个非常稳定的用户的活跃用户数量，证明了我们的活跃用户的核心群体已经形成。并且呢，我们的女玩家的比例是明显高于 PC 的版本。目前统计呢，有70%的玩家是未曾玩过永劫端游，接近一半的玩家是网易的新的用户。所以我们基于目前的运营，我们会持续关注国内市场，持续优化我们的产品，在合适的时机再将这个产品推向海外。
Okay, so as a brand new action type of genre of mobile game, we are very happy with the current retention rate. To answer your question, to give you more colors, now not only we can see a very stable core user base has been already formed, which is very important and very successful, and there are other very satisfying indicators as well. For example, the female players percentage on mobile is much higher than on PC, and among all players played the mobile version, 70% of them have never played the PC version before, and close to half of them are actually new to NetEase. They're new NetEase games players. So all these are very satisfying, and for now our focus is still to keep optimizing the game, making sure the game is as perfect as possible, and focusing on domestic market first, and when opportunity surfaces, we'll consider launch the game in other markets. Operator, next question, please.
Thank you. Your next question comes from Jialong Shi with Nomura. Please go ahead.
管理层晚上好。我这里有几个问题是关于这个梦幻端游的。我想问一下，就是我们这个端游梦幻今年做了很多调整，所以想了解一下这个调整的这个原因是什么，主要是要达到什么样的目标？这些调整跟政府的这个监管有没有任何的这个关系？目前来看的话，就是说我们这个调整是不是已经达到了我们预期的目标？今年剩余时间还有可能会有什么大的调整吗？关于梦幻端游，另外就是想再了解一下，就是这些调整对于梦幻端游的这个收入和用户数的影响是怎么样的？我们有看到就是梦幻端游金币的价格上半年是有一定程度的这个下滑，那么呢，请管理层解释一下这个金币价格下滑跟这个游戏的收入之间有没有关联？梦幻端游的这个收入大概需要多长时间才能够恢复到这个调整之前的水平？我自己翻译一下。So I will translate my question. I have a few questions about the legacy PC version of FWJ. So for all these adjustments, NetEase has down to PC FWJ since this year. What is the purpose that you want to achieve through these adjustments? When do you expect to achieve this targeted purpose? Did these adjustments have anything to do with the instruction from the game regulators? Also, would like to understand the financial impact from these adjustments on PC FWJ. We noted the price of the virtual currencies for PC FWJ declined in first half this year. Just wonder whether this decline in prices of virtual currency has any correlation with the game's gross billings. When do you expect the gross billing for PC FWJ to fully recover? 谢谢。
对，我想首先强调，网易今天是一个有各种游戏的一家互联网公司我们的游戏也不只是梦幻端游这个产品我们有永劫无间，有蛋仔派对，有第五人格，我们表现都很不错。那梦幻是一个我们20年前的游戏，我们在每一年的迭代过程中，每一个时期的迭代过程中，我们会发现有一些玩法趣味性不够所以我们这一次呢，在5月20号的时候做了一些调整。调整的最终目的还是希望这个产品的品质越来越高玩家越来越喜欢调整的过程中呢，肯定会有一些阵痛我觉得这个也是挺正常的。那金币价格的下滑也正是反映了调整过程中的这么一个短期的波动。那长期来说，我相信这个游戏还会回归到它本身的趣味性上去的。我希望这个投资人也不用过多担心一款游戏的表现，毕竟网易的游戏不只是梦幻一个产品，好吧？谢谢。
Okay, I will do the translation. First of all, thank you for your interest in understanding more details of financial journey. But we also would like to emphasize that NetEase is now a much more grown up, mature company. We have multiple, games. We have very healthy portfolio of games. We have Naraka Playpoint. We have Identity V. We have all sorts of and Eggy Party, all sorts of large games. And Financial Journey, as one of our flagship titles, has been in operation for more than 20 years. And in this past 20 years, from time to time, we'll do some, upgrade in the gameplays and refresh the game system, tune in the game system. That's happening, from time to time. It's kind of normal to us because, certain gameplay is fun for a period of time and maybe it's no longer that fun, after many years. So we'll keep we never change the brand and Financial Journey, but the gameplay inside the game has been refreshed many, many times in the past 20 years. So the goal of the adjustment is to, keep polishing the game, making sure the quality, the experience of the gameplay, everything is better and better, and the gamers enjoy more fun from from playing the game. That's the purpose. So as of any adjustments to any community-based product, not only games, any community-based product, there will be some short-term turbulence and maybe some short-term pain as well. That's a common thing in our experiences. That's quite common and a short-term temporary thing, and it will be behind us. And again, thank you for your interest in financial journey, and we also encourage you to broadly look at our broad portfolios as well. Thank you. Operator, next question, please.
Thank you. Your next question comes from Richie Sun with HSBC. Please go ahead.
晚上好，管理层，谢谢你们接受我的提问两个问题首先第五人格看到游戏的营收排名持续超出大家的预期我们其实做了哪些工作成功推动了这款游戏的增长管理层如何评估非对称竞技类型游戏的市场的潜力是否存在竞争对手第二个问题是逆水寒手游游戏推出了新的赛季看到7月的营收排名1到冲到前10但到8月就明显有一个下滑其实背后的主要原因是什么是不是新赛季的反应不一或者是竞争或者是永劫手游的影响或者是 MMO 衰退的影响管理层如何计划提升这款游戏的生命周期Thank you, management, for taking my questions. First of all, regarding Identity V, we have seen the grossing rank surprising the expectation of the market. What have we done to successfully drive the revenue growth for this game? And how does management assess the potential for the asymmetrical battle genre and whether there are competitions? Second of all, regarding Justice Mobile, the game has launched a new season. We see the grossing rank in July surging to top 10, but it has declined since in August. What are the key reasons behind? Is it because the mixed response was a new season or more competition impacts from Naraka Breakpoint or natural decay from MMO? And how does management plan to improve the longevity of the game? Thank you.
这个第五人格是一个我们已经运营了6年的游戏。那在过去的6年时间里面，我们不停地在探索和打磨这个产品的品质。在今年2季度呢，有一个不错的表现，我想这也是一个这个集体努力的一个结果。这说明网易其实都有具备对游戏长期的运营的这个能力那我希望在未来我们其他的游戏也能像第五人格一样变得越来越出色这个每一个季度都在进步。那关于逆水寒的手游的问题，我交给那个胡志鹏来回答。胡志鹏，你回答一下。
我回答一下逆水寒手游的问题。那么逆水寒手游新赛季我们有海量的内容更新，实际上吸引了大量的玩家回流。目前逆水寒手游的运营其实已经进入了一个非常平稳的时期。那么相比其他的即时制 MMORPG， 我们看到该游戏表现出了非常强的一个活跃用户在线。那么我们最重要的目标就是保持这个在线的稳定性和玩家生态的多样性。坚持我们最初提出的殊途同归，持续减压减负，那么积极响应玩家的反馈，努力将之打造成为一款在移动平台上长青的 MMORPG。
Okay, I will translate to the answer of these two questions. First, regarding your question to Identity V. Identity V is a game that's been their operation for more than 6 years. And during this 6 years, we have been keep exploring and polishing the game, making sure the game is the quality and experience playing the game is better and better every day. That's a continuous effort the team has put into developing and operating the game for the past 6 years. That's a non-stop effort. And of course, we are happy to see that in Q2, we saw some great result, and we want to say that result is the reflection of the continuous effort and also a reflection of NetEase's capability of running the game in the long-term manner, keeping the longevity of the game, and in the meantime, making the game better day by day. Actually, not only identify we're keeping doing this for all our games, and we hope someday you can see similar great success of our other games as well. And to your second question regarding Justice Mobile, first of all, the new season of Justice Mobile features immense amount of new content, re-engage a large group of players, back to the game, which is very helpful. Currently, the game has stepped into a stable operation phase. Compared to other real-time MMO titles, the game has demonstrated very strong stability on overall players' activeness. Our priority now is to maintain the players' activeness as well as the diversity of the ecosystem. We remain committed to provide a fair gaming experiences, enable a casual environment without too much burden on players, and continuously value their opinions, aiming to build a evergreen MMO on the mobile platform that people have never seen before. Operator, next question, please.
Thank you. Your next question comes from Yang Bai with CICC. Please go ahead.
谢谢管理层。我两个问题啊，就第一个，我们看到公司在大 DAU 方向上的产品矩阵越来越丰富了，包括永劫、蛋仔等。那么管理层如何思考在大 DAU 方向上的破局思路？然后第二个问题是如何展望一下公司海外市场的这个发展情况？相关的这个新产品能否帮我们再展望一下？我来翻译一下。Hi management, thank you for taking my question. I have two questions related to our game business. First, we observe that the company has a diverse portfolio of products achieving high DAU, such as Naraka and Eggy Party. How should we think about our strategy to differentiate and outperform in this highly competitive high DAU game market? My second question is about our overseas game business. How should we expect the development trend of our overseas game business in the future? And could management share more color about the release timeline of new titles in overseas market? Thank you.
对，其实我觉得游戏本身只要趣味性够强，质量够好这个高的 DAU 是一个很自然的事情。我们并没有说去定义说这个游戏是大 DAU 还是小 DAU 的。我们一直在做跨不同品类的游戏的尝试，有 MMO 的，也有这个竞技类的游戏，也有体育运动类的游戏，也有设计类的游戏。这个第二点就是海外的市场一直是网易非常认真探索的一个市场，所以我们看到 Once Human 这样的产品在海外取得成功的时候，就7月10日的时候我们也挺高兴的，说明我们是有能力去做出外国人喜欢的产品的，不只是说我们定在这个中国市场上，但对我们有更多的品类要去符合海外的市场，我相信网易还需要一点时间，但我们现在能看到我们是有优势的，好吧？我谢谢，那个帮我翻译一下。
好的 Yeah, so first, regarding your question on the high DAU product matrix, as a matter of fact, internally we don't specifically define this game the high DAU game, that game is not. We actually don't look at the game product from this lens, because our fundamental belief is that as far as you can make a high quality, fun enough, game, players will come. So high DAU is not a spectrum of, per design, it's a result reflection of your high quality, fun to play game. As you know that over the years we have been keep exploring on different type of game, different genres. We started from MMO, but now we extend into sports, we extend into PvP game, we extend into shooting games. We're trying with our expertise to explore on multiple genre, multiple fronts, what kind of fun and high quality game we can provide to the players. That will guide us, and that's our focus. And regarding the global market, as you can see, we are perfectly happy with the result of Once Human, which is a reflection of our capability to design and develop game not only Chinese players like. The game does have a resonance among the global gamers community. That's a very good sign. And echo to the previous point, we are still keep exploring multiple genres, and it will take more time for us to explore our style of games suitable for the global market. It will take some time, but from the early result, we do have confidence to do that. Thank you. Operator, next question, please.
Thank you. Your next question comes from Lei Zhang with Bank of America. Please go ahead.
嗨，管理层晚上好，谢谢接受我的提问。我的问题主要是关于燕云16升的，然后想看一下这个项目现在有没有最新的一个时间表，还有我们是不是可以期待说端游跟手游到时候可以同时上线？然后有看到说今天可能 announce 了一个双端最新的一个测试在8月28号上，所以也想请管理层分享一下说根据上一轮的测试的反馈，这个游戏现在最新的进展是怎么样的？谢谢。
我们继续在增加很多游戏趣味性方面的内容，对于燕云16升。这个我觉得是不是端游和手游一起推出，或者这两个推出的时间差1个月，并不是一个特别重要的事情。我想最重要的是说，这个产品本身呢，这个乐趣能够让用户长期的体会到，我们并不是一个单机游戏，我们是一个计划运营好多年的一个开放世界的一个网络游戏，所以这里的内容和体验远远要比想象的来得多。还有一个就是手游上的体验和 PC 上的体验是会存在差异性的，这种差异性也需要通过游戏的设计和玩法去改进。我希望就是大家耐心等待一点。这个目前的安排是今年应该会推出的，好吧？谢谢。
Okay, I will do the translation. First of all, the team is very busy adding more content, fun to play content to the game as we speak. As a matter of fact, to your question whether or not the PC version and the mobile version will be launched at the same time, actually, in our eyes, that is not the most important question. It's either same time or apart from each other about a month or so. It doesn't really matter. What really matters is to, can we provide a game that is fun to play in the long term to our players. We also emphasize that Word With Me is not a single player game. It's an open world, game that we plan to run for multiple years, and the content size of content is much more than a traditional expectation on the single player game. And one other point I want to point out is that there will be differences between the PC version and the mobile version because the platform differences, and to make it fun to play both on PC and mobile, a lot of changes and optimization work need to be done. Please be more patient, give us some time to polish the game. The plan on record now is to release the game within this year. Thank you. Operator, next question, please.
Thank you. Your next question comes from Lincoln Kong with Goldman Sachs. Please go ahead.
谢谢丁老板，谢谢管理层接受我的提问。那我的问题是关于蛋仔派对这边，可能也是一些第三方数据看到这个游戏的流水最近是有一些压力想请问一下这边具体的一些原因是什么？那我们如何去想这个游戏的一个长线的一个运营？那可能更广一些，就包括整个这种休闲类的游戏，无论是派对放置模拟经营之类的，我们未来的一些研发的思路和方向，可不可以分享一下？So thank you, management, for taking my question. My question is about Eggy Party. From some third-party data, we see some grossing pressure in the past few months for this game. So can management share the reason behind it, and how should we ensure the longer-term operation of this game? And regarding to the broader leisure category, no matter it's party games, idle games, what's our company's R&D strategy and direction here? We can share. Thank you.
对，那个蛋仔派对是网易目前用户量最大的其中一个游戏。从收入来说呢，这个用户和收入的比例关系的确有点偏低。我相信也不用太担心。因为公司在这方面还在做一些积极的探索，就是怎么能够这个收入上有所改善。但我相信游戏最重要的一点还是说趣味性本身。我们目前并没有看到说用户并不喜欢这个游戏，还是非常踊跃的在参与到这个游戏中来。所以公司会需要一点时间在这中间找到一种平衡，这个收入上的平衡，好吧？谢谢。
Okay. I'll do the translation. So yes, you're right. Eggy Party is one of the biggest game of NetEase in terms of the user base, and from our end, we do see that the ratio between the revenue versus user numbers is relatively low compared to other games. But we want you to be rest assured that no need to be too worried about this one. We're actively exploring how to change this, because again, we want to emphasize again, the most important fact is the game fun to play? Are our users like the game or not? So far, from what we see, the users are like the game. They like the game very much. They actively participate in the game every day, and that gives us a ground that we can over time to explore a way to balance the size of users and the level of revenue. Please to be rest assured, we're exploring that, and we will figure that out. Thank you. And operator, next question.
Thank you. Your next question comes from Felix Liu with UBS. Please go ahead.
谢谢管理层接受我的提问。请问管理层能否分享一下我们2024、2025年剩余时间的这个产品线的更新，以及接下来我们有哪些重点的产品应该关注？另外我们也注意到，就是近期公司有2款漫威的游戏拿到了版号，以及在 Xbox Showcase 上有一款叫 Frag Punk 的游戏，请问对这几款游戏管理层有没有什么展望？Thank you, management, for taking my question. My question is on your upcoming pipeline. So, could management share for the remaining 2024 and looking into 2025, what are the key pipeline that we should watch out for? And more specifically, I noticed that you recently got banhao for 2 Marvel series, Marvel Rivals and Marvel Snap. What are your expectations on their domestic launch? And also, you showcased a new game called Frag Punk in Xbox Showcase. Any comment on that one? Thank you.
下来我们有2款游戏已经拿到版号的，要很快上线。一个是漫威的这个Snap， 一个是漫威的终极逆转，一个是漫威争锋，一个是射击类的游戏，一个是卡牌类的游戏。 我们还有这个炉石传说在9月25号会上线。当然你看到的还有这个 Flag Punk， 这个也是一个非常期待的这个 PC 的这个游戏。在海外我们刚刚开始做一些初步的一个测试我们公司内部对这些产品都是有很大的期望和信心的。这些产品和传统的产品不一样，他们都是竞技类的有2个是射击竞技的有一个是卡牌的。我们在这个下个月初的时候，我们的这个漫威的终极逆转，我们也会正式的这个上线这个是一个在海外被证明是一个高质量的作品我们也希望它在中国能取得成功。谢谢。
Yeah, you're right. Not only we received approval for Marvel Snap, which is a card game, Marvel Rivals, which is the hero shooter game, but also we're working on other new generation titles like you mentioned, Fragpunk, which is the PC shooter game, which we just started testing in overseas market, as well as as we mentioned in script that we're going to have a Hearthstone launch in next month as well. One thing we want to point out is all this batch of games, they're not our traditional type of game. They're competitive games, and every single one of them are actually from high production quality competitive games. We have high hope and confidence about this special game, and as we said, this special game will start to launch from late this month to next year, and we hope they can be a successful batch of games. Thank you. And operator, next question, please.
Thank you. Your next question comes from Thomas Chong with Jefferies. Please go ahead.
晚上好，谢谢管理层接受我的提问。我第一个问题是关于 AI 的，管理层可以分享一下 AI 如何提高我们游戏制作还有工作的效率。第二的话是关于未来的运营费用的一个趋势的。管理层可以分享一下研发费用的投入会否持续的增加，然后我们看市场营销费用的后续的规划大概会是怎么样的。Thanks management for taking my question. My first question is about AI. Can management share about how AI enhance our game production and work efficiencies? And my second question is about the trend in operating expenses. How should we think about the trend in R&D expense? And should we expect it to step up because of AI? For marketing expenses, how should we think about the spending over the next few quarters? Thank you.
胡志鹏，你来回答这个问题吧。
大家都知道，我们网易的话始终是以非常积极的态度来拥抱 AI 技术在游戏行业应用的。那么 AI 技术现在已经被我们广泛的应用在游戏研发中的各个专业领域，包括策划、美术和程序的这个生产软件之中。而且我们目前来说，对新人的考核、专家的招聘里面也增加了对 AI 应用的考察。从目前的使用情况来看，我们可以看到传统上面很多需要大量人工的枯燥的工作，这样的工作已经逐渐被我们的替代率是高达90%以上的工作。但是的话，我相信这样的替代它只是说会让我们保证我们更加丰富的提供更加丰富的内容有更多的时间去探索和提供更加有趣的这样的游戏这样的产品。所以总体来说的话，我们对于研发费用会持续保持在一个就是说合理的一个范围。那么我们通过 AI 提效带来的这样的费用的节省，我们会 用来做出更有竞争力的好的这样的内容。
Okay, let me do the translation. First of all, NetEase has actually been actively embracing AI for a long time, and AI technology has been widely applied throughout our game development process, and works from all disciplines like design, art, programming, every discipline. And for example, in some of the boring work, used to be labor-intensive boring works. In some of the areas, AI replacement rate has already 90% or so, and that actually will free up development people, so they can be focused on to explore more fun gameplay, really creative part of game development instead of the labor-intensive part. And regarding the R&D impact on the R&D cost, AI will free some of the human resources from the labor work, but we'll reinvest into this development resources on exploration of gameplay and the creative part. So the R&D spending should stay in the reasonable range for long term. Thank you. And operator, we probably have time for one more question, please.
Thank you. Your final question comes from Lei Zhang with Bank of America. Please go ahead.
Hi, 管理层，谢谢接受我的 follow up 问题。我这个问题主要是想请教一下，魔兽世界的，想看一下回归之后，玩家的反馈，我们看出来是挺好的，可不可以分享一些相关的数据？像老玩家呀，还有新玩家的一些新增的数量的问题。再一个就是公司如何看待这个游戏回归可能对我们收入带来的影响。然后此外也看到说炉石可能在9月25号回归，那其他的暴雪的游戏回归的时间是不是可以透露一下？同时网易在未来和暴雪有没有一些其他的合作的机会？我自己翻译一下吧。Thanks for the follow up opportunity. My question is regarding World of Warcraft. Any feedback regarding the new user and the old users, and how to say the revenue contribution, and can you share with us the timeline for the other game to come back, and any future cooperation with Blizzard down the road? Thank you.
胡志鹏，你来回胡志鹏有对。
好的，魔兽世界回归之后呢，我们看到玩家回归是非常积极的，各项数据都超出了我们之前的预期。那么新老玩家的新增比例大概是4:6左右，这说明呢，这款游戏在持续吸引老玩家回流的基础上，也具有吸引新玩家的这样的能力。那么，游戏的回归无疑会增加公司我们在端游方面收入。那么暴雪的其他游戏也将会陆续的回归。我们和每个产品的暴雪方的团队都建立起了密切的关系和共识。我想回归呢，它不仅仅只是一个重启服务器的操作，而是要做好充分的准备，给玩家带来更好的体验。本次回归之后呢，暴雪和网易雷火研发团队之间直接建立起了点对点的这种深度的合作。那么相信会为未来各种深度合作奠定良好的信任基础。
Okay, thank you. I will do the translation. Thank you for your question. Since the return of World of Warcraft, actually, the players has been very actively returning to the game, as all metrics are actually exceeding our expectations. The split actually between the new players and existing players before server shutdown is about 4-6, which demonstrate that the game not only attracting old players back, but has the capability of capturing new players as well. And regarding the impact on the financial side, for sure it will increase the PC revenue. And talking about other games, we'll unfold the plans and on this unfolding return of other Blizzard games. We're happy to see we have built up close relationship and reach consensus with each Blizzard product team, because we strongly believe the return is not only just rebooting the service. It should be far beyond that. It should be we get fully prepared to ensure even better experiences to other players than before. And upon this returning of Blizzard games, the development teams from Blizzard side and NetEase Thunderfire has directly built up very deep cooperation and trust on the point-to-point teamwork base, which laying the foundation of deep mutual trust and future possibilities for deep cooperations in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. That concludes the question and answer session. I would now like to turn the conference back over to Brandy Piacente for any additional or closing comments.
Thank you once again for joining us today. If you have any further questions, please feel free to contact us directly, and we hope you have a great day. Thank you so much.